Good morning, good evening, knowledge seekers and executors. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about solid principles in Java. Before going to the topic, it's been quite a while, which I have not even shared my videos recent past. And if you look at my last video, which I was talking about design patterns, the introduction of the design patterns, how it was in the past and the current systems and the futurist systems, how the design patterns are really helpful and how it was innovated to make it very robust systems to create it. So let's go to the current topic very quickly. Solid principles. So why the name solid? It became like a solid, and how strong and solid to create the systems using the solid principles. I'm going to talk about on that, and the abbreviation of the solid, which has been created by Uncle Bob. So he was the one created this thesis and explained all that principles behind to create the better development and better programming languages, especially for the object-oriented programming. So S stands for single responsibility principle, and O stands for open close principle, L stands for Liskov substitution principle, and I stands for interface segregation principle, D stands for dependency inversion principle. So let's go with the first one, single responsibility principle. By name itself, it's talk about anything which is doing one purpose, that one's responsibility. The class has to be created for one purpose or one responsibility, so that you can make it, your development will be easier, cleanable and maintainable, testable and durable. So all these things will be possible if you follow these principles, especially the first one, which I was talking about, singular responsibility principle. Consider you have an employee class, and which has a calculate pay method, and you have generate reports and save methods, save it to the DB method. So all the methods which are there in one particular class, so which is doing all these functionalities. Consider if you have any change in the calculation of the pay, so then you have to change the entire class. And if there is a DB structure change, again you have to change the entire class. And the reports, if you have any changes, you have to change it entire class. So if you make it this entire class to 3 separate classes, which is doing one purpose, that is the first class which is doing the calculate pay, and the second one will be doing the save reports, and save and generate reports, and third one will be save into DB, all that whatever the employees has been created. If you create 3 separate classes which is doing 3 purposes indifferently, not depending on each other, so any change happen, automatically one class will do that work and remaining class will be just not required to make any changes on that. That is what single responsibility principle. And the second one will be OCP, open close principle, open for extension, close for modification, which means anything in your class which is existing, so don't require to do modifications, try to do extension. What it means, I'll give you an example. Take it you have a payable, you have an employee class, and which I talked about pay calculator, right? So again, pay calculator has the calculate pay method, okay? And the employee which is doing the employee is manager or programmer or the developer or the executor. So if you use same method, then you have to write different mechanisms for each employee. If it is a manager, different pay structure, different methodology you have to do it. If it is a programmer, a different one. If it is executor, different one. If it is a contract employee, different methodology. So all those things will be, you have to do it in one particular class, and introducing new employee, automatically changes you have to do it in class. So instead of that, if you create an interface employee which is having calculate method, and you separately create for each employee type, if it is a manager, extend that interface or implement that interface, and do the this methods, which is like calculate pay. Whatever you want to changes for that particular manager, you can do that. Manager implements calculate pay, and whatever you have method which is doing that related to the particular changes related to the manager, it will doable. That is what open and closed principle. I'm going to talk about in my next video remaining 3 principles. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.